What's up, everybody? Back here again with another build guide. This is my Sentry set build guide. Took me a little while to get decent gear, enough that I was comfortable making a guide. And I'll go over my gear real quick and my main stats. Right now I'm running the new AUG. I did craft up this new AUG A3P, and it is a gear score 204 blueprint. If you were Dark Zone 75 or above this week, you're fortunate enough to get that, as well as the first wave M1A blueprint. Mine rolled pretty good with Deadly, Stable, and Ferocious for that extra damage to elites. Fortunately, Ferocious is in the last slot for me because it requires, I believe, 2063 of all main stats, which I would never have. Pretty solid roll there. I am now running two different AK-74s in the Dark Zone. I run this one to kill NPCs, Destructive, Deadly, and Dominant. And if I use my signature skill, I'll switch it up to this one here with Skilled in the last slot to get some headshot kills and get my signature skill back up. And in the challenge modes or any PvE, I'll usually run the first wave M1A. Mine rolled Brutal in the last slot, as well as Ferocious and Skilled, but I don't have those unlocked. Pretty nice M1A. Kind of it for guns. I did find a 204 PX4 Storm, but nothing special there. As far as new gear goes, I am running old gear goes. I'm still running my Reckless chest. I haven't got the new blueprint. I don't know if it's sold this week for a 204 version of the stamina chest piece, but we've got an armor roll and health on kill roll on this chest piece. And actually, I'm gonna go over my character stats before I go over my gear. So we've got 2100 firearms, 3000 stamina, 1100 electronics, and it's telling me I have 8.5 crit chance here. Let's just switch up my gun here. I want to equip my AUG so you guys can see my stats for my AUG. Let's see, we got 37.5 crit chance, 158% crit damage. I believe this is accurate, 119% headshot damage. And we have the new stat that I really focused on is right here. Health on kill, 34%, as well as 33% damage to elites. This health on kill, I have on 3 of my pieces of gear. And it is just absolutely amazing. Now that the rehabilitated mask is gone or is no longer working all the time like it used to, this health on kill is absolutely amazing. I'm loving it. Got almost enough armor. I'm missing 39 armor, but it's no big deal for me. I'd rather have 39 less armor than an overabundance of useless armor. I do want to get a little bit more just on the main stats or the main rolls of my stuff rather than putting it in the mod slots. And got the damage resilience still from the broken Reckless chest. And some resistances. I have low scavenging now, it's not as important. But as far as my new gear goes, we've got a mask here. This is where my build kind of changed. This is the Sentry's mask. And I rolled health on kill instead of crit chance on this mask. It did roll scavenging and support station healing speed, which I don't use, but real nice stamina roll on it. Actually, it wasn't that great of a stamina roll on it. I take that back, but not a bad mask here. However, because of rolling crit chance on that, I was kind of low on crit chance. So what I did to make up for that is my knee pads are no longer slotted for a mod slot. They have an armor crit damage roll instead, as well as their resistances. And by rolling armor and crit damage instead of a mod slot on my knee pads, I freed up 2 potential mod slots that didn't need armor on them anymore. So what I did is for my chest and my mask was equip crit chance mods. Stamina crit chance on that one, as well as stamina crit chance on this one. Gave me 3% crit. It's not quite as good as having like 6 crit on my mask, but at least it got it up there. 37.5 is not that bad, especially if I'm running with someone who pulses, which I always am. As far as backpack goes, your typical crit damage roll. Got burn resistance. I'd like to have ammo capacity if they ever do change the whole ammo backpack switching. But it's good enough for now. It's a pretty crappy backpack. It's my only piece of 191 gear that I'm wearing, although I'm still in a gear score 201 with it, and it's only 479 firearms. It's really bad. Definitely my weakest piece of gear is my backpack right now. It's the only one I've got so far. My gloves are a new blueprint that was sold last week. It's gone now, but if you got it, it's the stamina version of gloves, and I rolled Savage. Here's another spot that I changed up things that I normally do. I rolled crit damage, crit chance, and I chose health on kill instead of SMG damage or damage to elites. This health on kill, now that I have it on those 3 pieces, I have 34%, and it's just nuts. Like, I'm getting just over an entire segment of health after every single kill, and I just love it. You do, however, have to get the killing blow, otherwise it does not count. That's the only downside, but it's amazing. I'm getting about 31,000 health when I kill someone. I do have 92,000 health, not 75. The UI likes to bug out, but I don't know why. I definitely have 92,000 life. As you can see here, 92,220. And then as far as holsters go, typical holster, 3 main stats with armor, and it's not the greatest, but it's okay. It's got a decent armor roll base, and it's got a high armor roll that I rolled onto it. A little bit low on the firearms, but just enough that I have deadly unlocked. You'll notice I do have a very low firearms, 2101 with a fairly high DPS. That's because I prioritize my stats pretty well, I think, and my firearms, I would even drop it lower if I had the choice, but I want to have deadly on my AUG unlocked, which requires 20,006 or 2,063. So I'm just about, I don't know, 40 firearms over the limit for what I need for that. I think that pretty much sums up all my gear. I can go over the mods on my guns. My AUG, I have still not been able to get a high-end scope with headshot damage and crit chance that can fit the AUG. I've been trying. I've got a magazine for rate of fire and size, a grip for stability and horizontal stability. Just found this nice one, 50% horizontal stability, and a muzzle for accuracy and crit damage. I used to think that accuracy was pointless on submachine guns, but after some testing, a single piece of accuracy on one of your mods is very important and actually keeps your reticle from spreading out, and it's a big difference. If you test it with no accuracy and then throw something that has accuracy, I recommend either your grip or your muzzle. I wouldn't recommend it on the scope. Definitely makes a big difference. Your reticle does not spread out, and you can just hold it down. Even with a rate of fire mag on an MP7, it kept the groupings real nice and tight. As far as my AKs go, I don't even know what I have. What do we have? Headshot damage, crit chance on the scope, stability, crit chance on the muzzle, accuracy, horizontal stability on the grip, and a magazine with rate of fire and magazine size. I might be changing this magazine up to either percent damage or crit damage. I'm not exactly sure. I think I might go percent damage on it rather than rate of fire with this. I haven't really tested it out, but maybe do that. As far as my first wave M1A goes, I have it slotted with headshot damage, crit chance scope, stability, crit chance muzzle, an accuracy, stability barrel, and a magazine size weapon damage magazine. My other mod slot that I didn't show you over here is an armor mod slot. It's stamina and armor. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have many mod slots in my build right now. Only 3. I'd like to have more, but it's pretty solid. I definitely enjoy having the extra crit chance in these 2 mod slots instead of needing it on my knee pads, or needing the armor on my knee, instead of having the mod slot on my knee pads and requiring these to have armor rolls. I was able to make up the crit chance and replace crit chance on my mask with health on kill. Just really enjoying it. I think 33% or 34% health on kill is the magic number that will put you just over an entire segment of your life and will cause you to start doing a passive regen. So say you're sitting at 1 bar of life and you get a kill, it will put you just over 2 bars, and you'll start your passive regen for your next bar, which is quite nice. If you have under 33% and you do that, it won't put you over that little threshold of the next segment to start up your next passive regen that you get. It's pretty solid. I'm really liking the Sentry set. Originally I was Strikers, and I thought Strikers was awesome, but I found it was just extremely difficult in real situations to actually stack up the damage properly. The only time I ever found it really useful was during hard mode incursions, where you could just shoot the APC and stack up your damage. But once I went to Sentries, I've realized that Sentries is just, I think, far superior in almost all situations. Not only is it giving me 45% bonus damage when I land a headshot. If you guys aren't familiar with the Sentry set, I guess I should show it off here. What the 2-piece bonus does is headshot damage, 30% headshot damage. The 3-piece bonus is 20% damage to elites. And the 4-piece bonus, which is just absolutely amazing, headshots mark the enemy, increasing the damage inflicted on the target by 15% for a duration of 10 seconds each. A target can receive up to 3 marks. So all it requires is 3 headshots from any gun, and you, as well as your teammates, will be doing 45% extra damage to that target. Pretty awesome. So I can do a body shot here. Unfortunately, someone just joined my group, and I don't know who they are. And they made it so I can no longer see damage numbers. There we go. So damage numbers go, let's see, crit chances, or a crit hit is 28,500. We'll do 1 headshot. Now it is 36,000. Another headshot, 41,000. And another headshot. We're sitting at 47,000. 104,000 headshots here with no buffs and only 2,100 firearms. It's pretty solid. I'm just loving it. The more people in your group with Sentries, I feel the better, because the more enemies are going to have marks, and in PvP it's just insane how quick you can tag an enemy's head, and everyone in your entire group is now doing 45% more damage. I feel this set is a little bit overpowered, especially compared to the other sets. I would just never use anything else. I see no reason to wear anything else. If you wanted to be skill power, I recommend using this set with skill power, not the tacticians. Unless you're just going for a super tanky skill power build when you stack tons of stamina, much lower skill power, and use your tacticians to buff it up. Other than that, I would recommend this set over all the others. And it's just amazing. So like and comment below, and let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite sets? Why is it your favorite? And maybe this video will help you build your character pretty solid. I think it's a super solid build. Definitely the best build I've had, and I'm really enjoying this health on kill. Couldn't really advocate it anymore. Real important now that the rehabilitated mask is gone. So yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the other videos, and I'll see you guys around.